Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another match reaction. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but as are the circumstances, Hugh is over in Madrid. We didn't want to go without any content. The game has just finished. Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 3, and I thought that I would come and give you my initial thoughts. We will do a stream at some point during the week as well, of course, because he will have his own thoughts. So when he's back, we will arrange that. But for now, in the aftermath, the initial aftermath, as I just said, 3-3 draw, we take it. I think we take it. Before I get into the game, if you do me a massive favour and please leave a like on this video, I'll be massively appreciated, and subscribe if you are new. Supporting this channel recently has been very, very, very good, and of course there is a link in the top line in the description if you want to become a channel member and help support the channel out further. In terms of the game, I'll just start with my overall thoughts. I mean, if you are a neutral, it's an absolute classic. Again, you know, it seems to be every time it's City Madrid, it's an absolute classic. It's cinema. It's always breathtaking, whether it be one team battering the other, it doesn't matter. It's just a great game to watch for the neutral. Last season, you know, the 4-0 was just one of the best performances you will likely ever see. The goal season before that, the 2 games there were just basketball games. They were end to end. Same thing with this one tonight. It was just, you know, 1-0, 1-1. Real Madrid go 2-1 up. We bring it back. We go ahead again. Real Madrid bring it back. All the goals today, pretty much. You know, the first 2 maybe not because they're deflections, but the rest of them, they're all screamers. Like, they are all absolute screamers. They're all very good goals. You know, specifically our last 2, the Foden one and the Vardy one. I don't know where that came from. And then the Valverde one, I think it was, to make it 3-3. Those are 3 ridiculous goals. We didn't score a goal from inside the box. You could say the free kick was lucky. I think the goalkeeper fell asleep. But, you know, it is what it is. We take it. Just an all-round mental game. And the Arsenal one wasn't too bad either, but I'm not there to talk about that. I'm here to talk about us. And in terms of the bigger picture, trying to win the competition again, I said at the start of the video, and I maintain this is a good result. It's not a great result. A great result is a win. But it's a good result. It really is a good result. I take a draw. I was saying before the game, I'd take a draw. I'd even be okay with a 1-goal loss. I'd be okay with it. I wouldn't want it. It's not ideal. It wouldn't be a good result. It'd be an okay. It'd be a salvageable result. But this is a good result. A draw, basically, you know, in my eyes, with the scrapping of the away goals rule, this first leg is null and void. It's obsolete. It's pointless. It doesn't mean anything. You could wipe this game from the face of the earth. It wouldn't change the outcome. It's now a 90-minute, straight 90-minute shootout at home against Real Madrid to see who progresses. And that is a situation that I feel most of us would have taken, which is why I think a draw is a good result. Because taking it to home, making this game pointless, it's a good result. Because I back us at home. I know we've been a little bit inconsistent this season, but I really still do back us at home, especially with the fact that all we need to do is win. There's no win by this amount of goals. There's no away goals, none of that. It's just straight up, easy as you like, win the game and you progress. And that's what I wanted. I think that's just the situation that most of us would have wanted coming out of this game. So in terms of the game, we had a plan. I feel like the first half was a little bit off, a bit like Palace. It was just, we made it too open. I feel like we made it too open. I was chatting to some of the members in the Discord server, and, you know, they were saying that it felt too open. It was, you know, too end to end. We weren't, you know, calming the game down and slowing it down and getting on the ball. Saying it felt like the Madrid game from a couple of years ago, where it was end to end and it was a really high scoring affair. That's what it felt like. And I have to say, I agree with them. In the first half, we didn't control anything. We didn't take the sting out of the game. It felt like we tried to match them. We were rushing things. We were trying to counter attack, and there was so much space, and it just wasn't suiting us at all. Especially for the result that we wanted. But in the second half, I thought we were so much better. So much better. We slowed the game down. We played to our pace. We played the game the way that we should have played it. And we got our rewards, in my opinion. We got what we wanted, which was, you know, an acceptable result, a draw. It's obviously, you would prefer that we would hold on to the lead when we go 3-2 up. But It's not panic stations. It's an acceptable result. So I'll throw up a quick player ratings up on screen now. I'm looking at them and they're potentially a bit harsh, but you have to remember we did draw this game. We didn't win. You know, I think there's a valid argument here, actually, of every single one of these players being 0.5 higher. I really do think that. Or at least, you know, a significant amount of them being 0.5 higher. I struggle really to give above a 7.5, considering we didn't win the game. The chances we had to score, again, they were all screamers, so it's not like we created anything clear cut. And going defensively, it was a bit sloppy at times. I think with Ortega, for the most part, he was good. I don't think it was anything disastrous. Might have struggled a bit early on. I think the second goal he has to save. Maybe I'm being harsh, but I think he has to save the second one. Some of his distribution was maybe a bit off as well, but he seemed to grow into the game. Of course, made a few saves. They were right at him, but he made a few saves, which would have boosted his confidence a little bit. So, again, it's not a bad outing. Vardiol, again, probably the better of the defenders. Of course, he scored. I thought he looked really well. Stones as well, stepping into that midfield role. Better than he was against Palace. Diaz and Akanji. Diaz just seemed to have these boots on the wrong way around. Like, it was just almost disastrous at times. He was falling over himself, getting stuck under the ball. I thought Akanji was very limited. I don't think a necessarily average performance is totally on him. He got booked and he was against Vinicius. It's not really much he can do in that situation. Rodri was uncharacteristically poor. I thought the first half was pretty bad. Second half wasn't really much improvement. He was getting caught on the ball and giving it away. Just by his standards, it was pretty average. Kovacic, again, I thought the role he was given didn't suit him. That's why he's kind of in an average rating, because in the first half especially, he wasn't doing too much defensively, but he wasn't creating anything going forward. He was asked to be a little bit higher when we had the ball. Doesn't suit him, but in that being higher, of course, he's not going to contribute too much defensively. So I don't hold too much against him, though. I really don't, because Kevin De Bruyne was supposed to start this game. He was just feeling unwell, so it was like a last-minute change. So I don't hold anything against him, but it wasn't like top-quality performance. And as for the rest of them, I think they all did their roles. Obviously, Bernardo with a goal, Grealish doing exactly what I said in the preview show, which was getting one of those players booked. He got Tchouaméni booked after 40 seconds. He misses the second leg, did his job. Foden scored, given the reins. I thought he was a bit quiet until he scored. Then, he puts one in the top corner. He livens up a bit, goes off injured. We'll wait and see how bad that one is. Hopefully not too bad, because that, could derail our season a little bit, because Kevin De Bruyne, with his age and everything, cannot play every single game in the run-in, so we're going to need him, be okay. And then Haaland, of course, I feel like the first half, and of course the second half, he didn't get much service, didn't really get any service at all, but he played his part. I said in the preview show as well, if the ball's not going to come to him, he needs to make himself useful in other ways. He did that in the second half. He changed the way he was playing. He started being more physical, more aggressive. Started using his body to shield the ball, hold up the ball. The long distribution from the goalkeeper became an option. He was willing to receive it and hold the ball up and maybe even win a foul or lay it off. And that's something that he's going to have to do, because there will be games like this where the ball doesn't come to him and he doesn't have it his own way. So I thought he was a bit better, worked hard as well off the ball. I'll give him credit for that. But I don't know, man. Player ratings was hard for me because it was a weird game where I'm happy, but of course we didn't win. So it's like nobody played really, really well. So you let me know down in the comments on my player ratings. But that'll do from me. Just a quick sort of summary just after this game, because I didn't want to leave you with no content. So do me a massive favour and please leave a like on your way out of this video and subscribe if you are new. Turn your notification bells on, because we will be live going into the week to discuss the fallout and any other news that happens. And of course, top line in the description, there is a link to become a channel member if you want to help support the channel further. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you during the week for a live show.